Jungle.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fliptv News. I'm Christian Chuku. Let's take a look at the headlines. Breaking news: Appeal Court sacks Abacha as PDP Kano governorship candidate. On the 23 elections results as Bloomberg conducts polls for Obi, Atiku and Tinubu. Also, INEC speaks on extending PVC collection. Another breaking news: Kano dragged federal government to Supreme Court over Naira Redesign policy. And lastly, Buhari, Gowon, Jonathan, Malami, others meet in Abuja over the Naira Redesign. Let's take a look at the news in detail. The Court of Appeal sitting in Kano has sacked Mohammed Abacha as the People's Democratic Party governorship candidate in Kano. The court on Friday set aside the judgment of a high court that recognized Abacha as the PDP flag bearer in the state. The court also ordered that Sadiq Wali, who was earlier recognized by the Independent National Electoral Commission, remains the valid governorship candidate. Delivering the anonymous judgment, Justice Usman Musa-led three-man panel held that Abacha had no locus standi to challenge the primary that produced Wali, since he never participated in the primary election. Let's go over to Bloomberg. Barely 2 weeks to the election, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, remains the top choice to become the nation's next president, according to a new poll by Bloomberg. The survey results to Bloomberg News by Premise Data Corporation were published on Friday. According to the poll, 2/3 of respondents said they intend to vote for Obi in an election other frontline candidates Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) will keenly contest. The San Francisco-based Premise said it polled 2,384 Nigerians from January 26 to February 4th via a smartphone app, and that submissions were selected from quotas developed by age, gender, and location across the country's 6 geopolitical zones. Bloomberg also said it weighed the results against the original quotas to ensure national presentation. According to the poll results, among the decided voters, Obi scored 66%, Tinubu scored 18%, and Atiku scored 10%. The Independent National Electoral Commission announced on Thursday that the collection of permanent voter cards will be discontinued. With the presidential election in 15 days, the electoral body dismissed the possibility of extending the date for PVC collection. In an interview with reporters, INEC National Commissioner for Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, stated that while the commission does not want to disenfranchise any Nigerian, it is impossible to extend the period for PVC collection. With the presidential election approaching, Okoye believes INEC must shift its focus away from PVC distribution and toward election preparation, he said. Unfortunately, this commission can no longer extend the period of collection of the PVCs. This is because we have just 15 days to the elections. Our staff who are in the local government areas and who are the issuance of these PVCs have to move back to what we call regular programming. They have to begin to receive the non-sensitive materials and match these non-sensitive materials in accordance with registration areas and wards and get them ready for the D-Day. He went on to say that the staff was also in charge of configuring the BVAS machines in preparation for the election. In Kano State, in relation to the Central Bank of Nigeria's Naira Redesign policy, the Kano State government filed a suit against the federal government in the Supreme Court on Thursday night. The Kano State Attorney General is requesting that the Supreme Court rule that President Muhammadu Buhari cannot unilaterally order the central bank to recall the now outdated 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira banknotes without first consulting the Federal Executive Council and National Economic Council, respectively, in suit number XCCS 200/2023, cited by reporters. Due to the policy's negative effects on the economic well-being of more than 20 million Kano residents, the Kano government is requesting a mandatory order to reverse the federal government's decision to remove the 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira notes from circulation. The applicant is also requesting a mandatory order compelling the federal government to reverse its policy regarding the Naira Redesign because it is alleged to be in violation of the 1999 Constitution as amended. In a similar vein, the applicant is pleading with the Supreme Court to issue an order compelling the federal government to change its cash swap policy because it allegedly violates the 1999 Constitution and other laws currently in effect. The declaration that the combined reading of the provisions of the Section 148 subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution and Part 1 and Paragraph 19 of the third schedule thereof, the President cannot unilaterally, without recourse to the Federal Executive Council and National Economic Council, respectively give approval to the Central Bank of Nigeria for the implementation of the cash withdrawal limit pursuant to the demonetization economic policy of the federal government of Nigeria, the suit read. Now over to the meeting in Abuja. President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday chaired the National Council of State meeting to address the current upheaval regarding the Naira Redesign and the currency swap. In attendance are the former President Goodluck Jonathan, Yakubu Gowon, and Malami Abubakar, as well as ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo, who attended virtually. Also present at the chamber is the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Febi Gbajabiamila. Governors in attendance are Nasir El-Rufai, Kaduna, Darius Ishaku, Taraba, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos, and Babangana Zulum, Borno. Other governors that are virtually in attendance are Ademola Adeleke, Osun, Abubakar Badaro Jigawa, Yahya Bello Kogi, Atiku Bagudu Kebbi, Dakpo Abiodun Ogun, Aminu Tambuwal Sokoto, Simon Lalong Plateau, and the Deputy Governors Nasarawa and Bauchi States. The Minister of the FCT, Mohammed Bello, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, and the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, also attended the meeting. The INEC Chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, is also physically in attendance and is expected to brief the Council on the preparations ahead of the 2023 elections. All the service chiefs and heads of security agencies were also physically present. With that, we've come to the end of the news on Flip. I'm Christian Chiku. Please click on the like button. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.